Welcome to SRTV Network. I'm Jay Weezy. Whoops. And we're getting dirty tonight. Monday is the International Dirt Association presented by Online Dirt Connection. The Sim Addicts League basically here. Back again with their Modified Monday series. It's actually the Brucebilt IronMan Monday Modified series. And we're going to have a good race here tonight. If you was here last night, we had 50 laps, and the caution didn't come out until there about 2 laps to go, and Keith Hackney took home the win. Right now, Trevor Fitz, he looks to be the fastest one out there on the track right now with a 13.943. This guy right here in that 52 machine. Running second right now is Tyler Hallam with a 13.948. He's only 5 thousandths off of that fast time there. Shad Prescott in third, Austin Carnley in fourth, and JD Brown rounds out the top 5. And what's up, Willie Teresa? Yes, it's Jay Weezy up here, and also I have Kenny Slayton in the booth with me tonight. Hey, Kenny.
What's going on?
Back again, man. Race number 2 here, and tonight we're at Lanier Speedway, man, and this place seems to put on some very good racing. Every now and then you see a caution come out, stacks these guys back up, then they start slinging dirt one more time, but it's always put on a great show, and I'm excited for this race here tonight. Kendall Tucker looking to make it 2 in a row after winning last week at VOLUSIA, so we'll see if he can do it right now. Looks like Kendall Tucker scored 16th here in this practice session, but he might be sandbagging.
Yeah, he's got a tough field to go up against tonight. So I can see the track's already changed since practice. So it'll be exciting.
Yeah, they're out there running that dirt in and laying some rubber down on top of it. And, you know, the more they run on it, the slicker it gets. And the higher the groove moves up. And then they start searching around, moving up higher. And before you know it, they're right up next to the wall trying to find something, trying to find some speed wherever they can get it. But it's a fun track here at Lanier. Little 3/8 mile with some dirt on top of it, and it even has some great racing even on the asphalt side of things. I've had some great races here at Lanier in the on the asphalt track, but they threw some dirt on it here in iRacing, and these guys going to go out there and put on a show for us tonight for race number 2. The International Dirt Association presented by Online Dirt Connection, Brucebilt IronMan Monday Modified Series here, the open wheel modifieds. And we're into qualifying now, so see who can put it on the pole. They get a couple laps to put down a fast time, and there's a lot of fast drivers, Kenny. I'm looking through the list now. I believe there's some 35, almost 40 cars showed up for this event here tonight.
Yeah, I ran these open wheel modifieds earlier, and they got way more horsepower than the racetrack. So somebody's going to have to manage that speed and adjust the gears and air pressure and the shocks. And as this track changes, they got to change, or they won't make it through the heat race. And you know, he's locking in. Looks like top 3. He's running 8-lap heat races, locking in the top 3, and then he'll probably run a B main. And with 40 cars, I bet we'll see a C main, B main, and then a feature.
Oh yeah, but only 20 cars going to make it, so they're going to go battle to see who can get in. Right now, Shad Prescott on top of the leaderboard. He threw down a 14.457, so yeah, the track's slowing down quite a bit, Kenny.
Yeah, you can see the started to take rubber there in the center. When they went out in practice, he was real tacky, so there's some adjustments that you got it.
We're riding on board here with Trevor Fitz, currently second. He's out there running some laps trying to get that car figured out here, or the track figured out, one or the other. Pretty quick, man. I tell you what, Shad Prescott, Trevor Fitz, Tyler Hallam just pulls up into that number 3 spot. This guy right here, let's take a look. The 54 of Tyler Hallam. And he drops all the way to 5th just like that. JD Brown in the 25. He just pulls off a pretty fast lap there with a 14.483. puts him up in fourth. Kendall Tucker, last week's winner, the 00 right there. He takes it in. He takes third with a 14.569. So Kendall Tucker, man, a force to be reckoned with over here for the International Dirt Association, and he's got a lot of wins. He knows how to sling that thing around. We'll see if he has any luck out there tonight. Michael Holder out there on the track right now, currently in 16th position with a 14.864. And I'm looking at these times, Kenny. You go from Shad Prescott sitting on the pole, it's a 14.457, to 10th is a 14.758. So only 0.3 of a second separates our top 10.
Yeah, but you know, as these guys run laps, they're going to burn some more of that racetrack. So when it comes to heat time, you know, running 8 laps, I think tires will start really getting hot by that time. So, you know, they might go with a little softer compound to try to get that top 3 spot in that heat.
Yeah, and last week we had a good run. J.D. Brown and Blake Brown, I mean, they had a great run. It seems like they do good coming up through the field on the longer runs, and they end up trying to run down our race leader. But J.D. Brown, he's in 5th right now, so he's not going to be starting too far behind our pole sitter. It might be trouble for those guys up there. Shad Prescott, Trevor Fitz, Kendall Tucker, and we got a new one there, Austin Simmelman. Simmelman? There we go. Simmelman, Austin Simmelman. Well, you know how it goes over here for the International Dirt Association, the online Dirt Connection Brucebilt IronMan Monday Modified Series. We're already moving on to heat race number 1. It's about to get underway right here. So everybody get your drinks and everything you might need, because you might be sitting here for a minute watching this one. But we got a lot of good racing about to start here. Let's take a look at our starting grid. Starting on the pole in the heat race number 1, it's going to be Shad Prescott in the 56. Put down the fastest time there in qualifying. He's going to have J.D. Brown. J.D. was 5th in qualifying. It's your 2 guys up on the front row. Second row is going to go to Greg Thompson in the 313. And alongside him is going to be Jesse Isidore. Jesse showed up tonight. Watch out. He's got a beautiful paint job. And that's one thing I've always noticed about Jesse, man. He knows how to deck out them wraps and get them things on his cars, and they look very good. Third row, the number 16 of Michael Holder. Another guy to keep an eye on there. Yes, he also runs some asphalt as well. Todd Hook on the outside of him in the 23. Fourth row is going to be J.D. Sass in the 022 with Troy Stuckwish in the 124 alongside him. Fifth row is going to be Chris Cox in the 515 and the number 2 of Ryan Leadholm. Got a small track here, Kenny. This is Lanier, man. 3/8 of a mile, and a lot of these dirt tracks are really short like that, so 50 laps goes by pretty quick. But this one, it's only 8 laps, and 3 is going to move on. Let's see who it's going to be, because the 56 shot out of a cannon. Great start by him as the 313 slides across the nose there. Dives down into turn 1. See if we can get a better angle on these guys. They are all boxed in, and keep in mind the top 3 will move on. The rest of them, they'll go to a C or a D main and try to advance maybe a B main. So we got a lot of drivers here.
Yeah, in the pits earlier, they were talking about it snowing at their house. It's just amazing. These guys are all over the world controlling these cars, and I think we're in for a good.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen a whole lot of different drivers out there, but I know a lot of people in the sim racing world, and they got some awesome sim rigs, man. I mean, they got hydraulics on them, and they call them butt kickers, the little vibrations from when your car gets loose, and virtual reality headsets and all that good stuff. Right now, Shad Prescott, he's still your race leader here with 4 laps to go. He's going to get the 3 to go this time by J.D. Brown He's in third. Greg Thompson in that 313. He threw that slider there on lap 1, turn 1, and he's holding on to that number 2 spot, but JD Brown's fighting him for it. And our first one that's out below the cutoff line there is Todd Hook in the 23. This guy right here, he's trying to advance, but he's running out of time here. 2 laps to go. The white flag's about to come out here for Shad Prescott. Greg Thompson still running in third. JD Brown, I'm sorry. I messed that all up, but you can see it there at the top left of your screen there. JD Brown took over that number 2 spot there from Greg Thompson. Greg only drops back to third, so he'll still be locked in. Todd Hook's going to be the one that has to move on. He's going to start on the pole, though, in one of these B mains. Congratulations to Shad Prescott on his win here tonight. And also JD Brown for moving on, him in the 313. Locked in to the main tonight. Heat race number 2. Here we go. Let's start off with our starting grid here. The 5-2, Trevor Fitz. Starting on the pole here on his outsides. The 184, Clay Devin. On the second row to the inside there, Shane James, the number 3 machine. He's got the 18 of Bryson Daffrin. Bryson had a little bit of trouble in our race last night. Hopefully has a little bit of better luck tonight. Third row is going to go to Dakota Myers in the 2-2. On his outside, he's going to have Nathan Kessler, the low-line legend. That's what I call him. It's probably a, I don't know if it's true or not, but hey, I like it. It sounds good as well. Fourth row, Jeremy Freeman, the number 14 tonight. Usually runs the 18 machine. Tonight, he switched it up just a little bit. On his outside, he's going to have the 67 as Kenneth McLaughlin. Fifth row is going to be the 58 of Josh Corkwell and the 4 of Derek Dryman. Shane James, Chris Orencia said. I hear you, Chris. The 313 and Shane James. Shane James starting third this race here as the pace trucks getting set to move in. Only 3 will lock themselves in to the 50 lap A main as the green flag is out. We're racing here. Heat race number 2, the 52 of Trevor Fitz, taking a hold of the lead of this race here after starting on the pole, and he's got a lot of guys fighting behind him. Shane James there down on the bottom. The 184 clears him. Clay Devin takes control of that number 2 spot. Shane James trying to hold on to third there. He's got some guys hard charging behind him there. The 18 of Bryson Daffrin. He has his hands full of Dakota Myers right there. Dakota slips up just a little bit off of turn 4. Gives up that track position there to the 18 of Bryson. Now Bryson has a shot to run down Shane James as Trevor Fitz starts to pull away and leads another lap here. The 184 of Clay Devin holding on to that number 2 spot. No pressure from the behind right now. We got a lot of racing going on a little bit further back. Let's keep in mind, Bryson Daffrin trying to run down James and steal that transfer spot there, that 3rd spot from him. And he's getting ever so close. As we're watching this battle, we're going to have to go up here to this transfer spot here because Shane James not too far ahead of the 18 of Bryson Daffrin. Bryson got a little bit closer than that. Now Shane's starting to pull back away, getting to the back bumper of the 184. In the meantime, the 21 of Nate Kessler, he's running strong in 6th right now. Behind him, Jeremy Freeman, Kenneth McLaughlin, and the 4 of Derek Dryman. Kenneth McLaughlin and Derek Dryman's up on the high side there. They slid up just a little bit. Also, the 21 usually on the bottom. Tonight, right now in this heat race, he's up on the high side. The white flag's out for Trevor Fitz as he comes down the backstretch into the turn. Off of turn number 4 to take that checkered flag. The win's going to go to Trevor Fitz. Clay Devin locks himself in as well as Shane James. They're going to move on to the A main. Bryson Daffrin, Dakota Myers, and Nate Kessler going to have to fight it out in one of these other mains. See if he can lock themselves in. That was a great race, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough card there. You get 3 out of all 4 of these heat races, and top 3 will be locked in for all of them. So we're going to have 12 that's locked in. Then they're going to probably run a C main and then a B main. So there's other chances for guys to get in the show. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. They're going to have to fight their tail off, though, because a lot of these drivers experienced on this dirt, I would say professional drivers out here tonight. The 00, Kendall Tucker, no stranger of Victory Lane. He's been there a bunch last season. He's already made his appearance in Victory Lane last week. Let's see if he can do it again here and start tonight off with a win in this heat race here. Heat race number 3. And he's going to be starting on the pole. To his outside is going to be Tyler Hallam. Second row is going to be the 59 of Jed Barton and Patrick Solari. Third row is going to go to Richard Stallings in the 175, the 006 of Matthew Everts alongside him. And in that fourth row, Cody Canwine and Blake Brown to his inside. And the fifth row is going to be Matt Jeffers and Earl Jackson as they make their way down the backstretch. The pace truck gets set to leave this track wide open for him. It's going to be on Kendall Tucker as he throws the hammer down there. The 54 with a great start there. Timed that one perfect, but Kendall Tucker gets the edge there coming through turns number 1 and 2. A little trouble for the 54. He gets into the wall just a little bit. Don't think that's going to affect him too much. Look at this stack up behind him there, starting with the 59 of Jed Burton, Richard Stallings there in the 175, the 99 of Patrick Solari, the 006 gets caught up, Matthew Everts there. Little bit of trouble there. He checks up, and it causes a little bit more trouble for him there as our top 4 start to separate themselves there. Pretty much single file there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 99 of Patrick Solari. Right behind him is the 175 of Richard Stallings. Only 8 laps here, and we're already at 5 to go. Kendall Tucker is able to keep it out in front of Tyler Hallam right now. Hallam holding on to that number 2 spot very strong there. The 59 of Jed Barton, he's locked in right now, running strong in that number 3 spot. Running fourth right now is the 99 here of Patrick Solari with Blake Brown hot on his tail. Kendall Tucker set to take the white flag this time by. The white flag's waving here for the 00. One more time around for him. And he's going to be able to clinch that win here for heat race number 3. And off of turn number 4 with the pedal to the metal, Kendall Tucker across that start-finish line is going to bring home the win for heat race number 3. And lock himself into the A main. Tyler Hallam in second, also locked in. Jed Barton, he's going to make the show tonight. Patrick Solari, Blake Brown, and Richard Stallings, those other guys, they're going to have to fight it out and see if they can do it.
Yeah, for those that are just watching for the first time, these are guys all over the world that have got iRacing, and they've got these cars. They painted their own skins. They did their own setup. They got their own sponsors on their cars and just their own shocks, air pressure, and they spent many hours burning laps trying to dial these things in just to make it to the event and try to make the show.
Absolutely, Kenny. Over an hour in practice here before the race. I was watching these guys out there try to dial these setups in, you know, and I mean, not only hours they have in it, I'm talking weeks, days after days they spend just trying to get a hold of these cars and get that extra 1/10 of a second. You know, it's a 1/10 of a second could be a long ways on a short track like this. As we are beginning heat race number 4, the 81 of Austin Simmelman going to be starting on the pole there with the 68 of JD Literal. Starting off on the second row to the inside is going to be the 06 of Austin Carnley. On his outside, the 129 of Curtis Upoff. Third row is going to be Charles Silvas in the 28. Alongside him, the 051 of Bailey Jones there. Fourth row is Tim Christensen and Nicholas Yoski. Fifth row is going to be Stephen Brady and Dustin Hall as we get set to take the green flag here. The pedal to the metal for the 81. Austin Simmelman going to take these guys down into turn number 1. We got a battle for that number 2 spot brewing behind Austin in the 81 there as he leads his first lap here, and he raced number 4, the 68 of JD Literal up on the high side. See if we can lock that in there for you. He moves up just a little bit. The 06 of Austin Cardley slides down through the bottom, makes up a lot of track there, a lot of track position there in 3 and 4. But he just can't quite get to the bumper yet. A JD Literal there, but he is locked in, running third. Fourth place right now is the 129 of Curtis Uphoff. Curtis and Charles Silvas there in the 28, along with the 051 of Bailey Jones, all trying to get up into one of those precious spots there in the top 3. Only 3 guys going to transfer. The rest of them going to go to the B main or the C main. See if they can lock themselves into this 50-lap main event here tonight, presented by Online Dirt Connection. I love these Brucebilt IronMan Monday modifieds, man. These open wheel modifieds are a handful sometimes, but they're a lot of fun to drive out there, Kenny.
Yeah, they actually have more power than the track can handle, and these guys have had to tune them down because my son was running earlier in them, and it's just weird how you overdrive that corner, it will put you in the wall, and you definitely got to let off in the corners and let the car pivot, and you got to feather it off the corner. You can't just nail it wide open. You got the horsepower, but it'll spin out on you if you do.
Absolutely. Last time around for Austin Simmelman. He's going to bring home the win here for heat race number 4. J. Darren Literal in second. Austin Carley in third. Curtis Uphoff, Charles Silvas, and Bailey Jones not going to make it in this heat race. So they're going to be fighting with these other guys, man. And I love watching these C and D and B mains, man. These guys really throw it all on the line. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some of the guys that helped the IDA, the International Dirt Association, Online Dirt Connection, Dirt Tracking, HRT Sim Racing, iRacing, iFlag, Canton Wines Diesel Performance, Mars Ironman, Schaefer Southern Nationals, Durance, Hollywood Signs and Graphics, Narwhal Bloodbath. That's Jesse Isidore's band, man. You ought to check those guys out on YouTube. XRE, Excalibur Racing Engines. A lot of great people doing a lot of great things for these guys, and it surely makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun. As we move on to our D main, Kenny, how many are we taking?
Shoot, it's 12 laps, and we're only going to take 5.
Top 5 will advance to the A main here in a 12-lap shootout here at Lanier Speedway. But it's starting off with Troy Stuckwith, your pole sitter. Alongside him is going to be Derek Dryman. Second row is going to be Matthew Everts and Nicholas Yoski, the Russian rocket, they call him, Kenny. Third row, Chris Cox in the 515, Jeremy Freeman in the number 14. Fourth row is going to be Earl Jackson and Stephen Brady. Fifth row is going to be Ryan Latham and the 58 of Josh Corkwell. Sixth rows, Matt Jeffers and Dustin Hall, and that's going to round out your field. 12 cars out there for 12 laps, and the top 5 will advance to the A main as the pole sitter in this D main hammers down off of turn 4 with a beautiful Blue Lives Matter paint scheme. Troy Stuckwith trying to steal the show here, but he's getting some pressure. The number 4 of Derek Dryman wastes no time, still in the lead from Troy, along with the 006 of Matthew Everts. Matthew running the bottom. Troy Stuckwith drops back to third, and he is under fire from Jeremy Freeman, one of the admins over here for the International Dirt Association, as the number 4 Derek Dryman leads. One more lap, it's 10 to go in this D main to see if you can make it up into the top 5 and run a 50-lap A main here for the IDA, presented by Online Dirt Connection. Off of turn number 4, Jeremy Freeman, he comes off the 4 sideways with Troy Stuckwish and the 072 of Nicholas Yoski, the Russian Rocket. They're battling side by side right now as Derek Dryman is going to keep leading laps. He's out by 0.4 of a second over Matthew Everts. Jeremy Freeman's locked in, Nicholas Yoski and Troy Stuckwish. Right now, Chris Cox, the first one below the cutoff line, along with Earl Jackson, Ryan Leadholm, Dustin Hall, and Stephen Brady to round out the top 10.
You know, these guys here don't have a spotter. If they had a spotter, the guys that are running the bottom, they might be told to move up because everybody's trying to hug the bottom. They're just losing about a half a car length flat.
Oh yeah, some of them might have a spotter. Some of them don't though, so you know it does make it a little tricky. Right now we're watching Troy Stuckwish. He is the last one, or the first one above that cutoff line, and the 515 of Chris Cox trying to run him down. If he can get around Troy, Chris Cox will lock himself in, and Troy Stuckwish will have to wait another day or next week.
Or he can try his luck with the super late models. We've got the Southern National super late models running tomorrow night at VOLUSIA, so we'll give him another.
Oh yeah, super late models. Yeah, with 3 laps to go right now, Derek Dryman is starting to lose some ground to Matthew Everts. He was out to almost a half-second lead there, but the 006, he is caught up to the back bumper there, the number 4 of Derek Dryman, and he's trying to steal this win away. But the 4 of Derek is not going to let that happen if he has anything to do with it. I believe we had some trouble. Jeremy Freeman in the pits. He won't make the show. That's going to do it for this D main. The winner's going to go to Derek Dryman, Matthew Everts, Nicholas Yoski, Troy Stuckwish, and Chris Cox going to advance to the A main, and the rest of these guys maybe next time. It's very disappointing, man. It's very disappointing when you go out there, you give it your all, man, and your all just ain't good enough. But you get to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of these other leagues, you know, they might have 22 cars enter a race and everybody makes the show. But the ones we've been running for the last 5 or 6 nights, it seems like our car count keeps getting bigger and bigger, which makes it tighter and tighter to get in the race. So it'd be better. He can run some supers tomorrow night. Maybe he can make the show. Rest of the guys that didn't make it in top 5, they got to sit back and watch or pack it up.
That's right, Kenny. And we got a C main coming up here. It's going to be 12 more laps and I think 5 more. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. He's got 12 more laps and we're going to take 5 more. And then these guys are going to, everybody's going to advance to the B main. And the B main will run 12 laps and we're only taking 8. So we're giving them different chances to get in. So you just got to make the top 5, adjust your car, and get back out here.
All right, let's take off here. The number 16 of Michael Holder, as these guys start pulling off, is going to be starting on the pole with the 21 of Nathan Kassler alongside him. Second row, it's going to be Richard Stallings in the 175 with the 051 of Blake Bailey Jones. Third row is going to be the 022 of JD Sass with Kenneth McLaughlin on his outside there in the 67. Fourth row is the number 10 of Cody Canton-Wise from Canton-Wise Diesel Performance. And alongside him is the 27 of Tim Christensen in the fifth row. That's going to be Derek Dryman. You've seen him. He's in the number 4 machine. He just won that last race. The 006 of Matthew Everts is going to be alongside him. And in the 6th row is Nicholas, the Russian Rocket, Yoski, in the 072 with Troy Stuckwish in the 124. Green flag's out, we're racing. In the books, Michael Hoder led both of those laps. Nathan Kessler in second. Third is going to be Richard Stallings and Bailey Jones in the 051 running in fourth. These guys are all stacked up right here. The 022, that's JD Sass with Cody Cantonwine right behind him. Oh, little contact between the 21 and the 175 on entry there. Might have messed up. The 175 there of Richard Stallings as he is trying to hold on to that second spot there with Nate Kessler. I call him the low-line legend, and this is why right here. He's running down on the bottom, and he's making some moves here, trying to steal that number 2 spot from Richard Stallings. They're still side-by-side battling for this number 2 spot. Richard Stallings doing a fine job up on the high side right now, but look in his mirror and you see the 051 of Bailey Jones starting to move in along with the 10 of Cody Canwine. Cody's running down on the bottom along with Nate Kessler there. Those two running some quick times down on the bottom. Looks like the high line's starting to prevail here. You got the 175 of Richard Stallings. The 051 of Bailey Jones. Bailey got a really fast car right now. He's made his way around Cody Canwine as well as Nate Kessler and JD Sass, and he's starting to try, about to pick off Richard Stallings here. All the while, Michael Hoder's opened it up to 1.5 seconds here with 3 to go. It's going to be 2 this time by here for Michael Hoder. 2 to go. Michael Hoder really has something figured out there. He's 1.6 seconds ahead of Richard Stallings. But Richard, he's had his hands full. He hadn't been running out there by himself. What's up, Robert? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to everybody out there watching. We appreciate all the support we get from you guys. So we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. 1 to go for Michael Hoder. 1.8 second lead for the 16. As he comes across that start finish line to take the win for this C main. Congratulations to Michael Hoder, Richard Stallings, Bailey Jones, Cody Canwine, and Nathan Kessler. Those guys will move on to the B main.
Yeah, like you made a comment earlier, you can see that top there. The guys are having to move up there, so it'll be exciting to come feature time, because it's going to be they're going to run up on lap traffic, and you've got to find a way to get around them. We got one more B main. This is 12 laps. We're only taking the top 8, and then it's over. It's feature time.
Yeah, and you know, correction on this, what you're seeing on the screen, it says C main. This is actually the B main. I'm not sure what's going on there. I have to figure that out for next week, but this is the B main, and like he said, it's going to be 12 laps and 8. We'll move on to the A main here, so let's throw that up. And there's your cutoff line right now. It's Charles Silvas right above it with Michael Hoder on the outside looking in. As we go through the starting grid here for this B main, the 23 of Todd Hook starting on the pole with the 18 of Bryson Dafford alongside him there. In the second row, it's going to be Patrick Solari in the 99 and the 129 of Curtis Uphoff. Third row is going to go to Jesse Isidore from Narwhal Bloodbath there, the 34 car. He's going to be on the inside, and on his outside, the 22 of Dakota Myers. Fourth row, that's going to be the 74 of Blake Brown. Alongside him is the 28 of Charles Silvas. 5th row's Michael Holder in the 16, and Richard Stallings. 6th row's Bailey Jones, Cody Canton-Wine, and the 7th row's going to be Nathan Kessler starting from the tail end. It's the green flag set to drop here for Todd Hook. Wow, what a start here so far. The 18 wastes no time trying to steal the show from Todd Hook. The 18 of Bryson Dafford is going to lead this time by Todd Hook, fighting hard up on the high side there. The 34 of Jesse Isidore, he's running the bottom behind Bryson as Todd Hook. And the 120, he hit the wall pretty hard there. It's going to drop him back to 9th. From 4th to 9th, and just from one little simple mistake, you lose all that track position. We got a battle for the lead right here between Todd Hook, and I don't think this is going to change. We better keep an eye on this cutoff line here. Top 8's going to move on, and these guys right here, Jones in the 051, that's Bailey Jones. He is locked in right now. The first one below the cutoff lines, the 175 of Richard Stallings. And Richard, he's not far behind. He's got the 129 of Curtis Uphoff and the 10 of Cody Canton-Wine trying to take his spot to move on up through the field here and lock themselves in. Last chance to make it to the A main. Richard Stallings right now is about 0.4, almost a half a second behind. It don't look like that much, but it is a half a second distance between those guys. And Richard Stallings looking to make it into the top 8, but looks like Bailey Jones has found something in that 051. 4 to go. Up front, Todd Hook, Bryson Dafford in 2nd, Blake Brown in 3rd, Jesse Isidore in 4th, Michael Holder, Patrick Solari. We got a battle between those two as well. It's there side by side, Michael Holder and Jesse Isidore, Patrick Solari and Charles Silvis as well. Two to go for Todd Hook. If he can make it around 2 more times, he'll steal this checkered flag and laugh all the way to the bank and lock himself into the A main. We're watching this battle between Jesse Isidore, Michael Holder, and the 18 of Bryson Dafford as the 74 of Blake Brown rides the high side around, currently locked in, running in 2nd. Todd Hook opens up a lead to 1.5 seconds and takes home that checkered flag. These guys are going to finish side by side. Congratulations to Todd Hook, Blake Brown, Bryson Dafford, Michael Holder, Jesse Isidore, Charles Silvis, Patrick Solari, and Jones going to take that last spot.
Yeah, well, hats off to all the guys for coming out here and trying to make this event. I know it's a tough situation, but we appreciate them showing up, trying to make the race. But now we got all of our leaders, all the guys that made the feature, they're going to get out here and burn some laps and try to work on their feature setup, and because they're fixing to go for 50 laps. It looks like the clock's already started, so they only get, I think, what's like 3 or 4 minutes, and then it comes feature time.
Yeah, final practice is 5 minutes. It's their last chance to make those last minute adjustments, decide how much fuel to run, and all that good stuff. But yeah, you start to look at the track here from the air, and you can see how dark that line's getting there in that groove, how wide it's getting. So these guys starting to run in a groove and erase some of that dirt off the track and lay down some rubber. And that's going to cause it to get a little bit slick. Let's take a look at the weather here. Partly cloudy out of the east, and it is blowing 12 miles an hour. That's going to adjust up and down as the wind changes directions and speed. Also, the air temperature 72. Track temperature is 88 degrees here at Lanier Speedway for the International Dirt Association, presented by Online Dirt Connection, Brucebilt IronMan Monday Modified Series here. And Kenny Slayton and Jay Weezy up in the booth. Kenny, thanks for coming back here, and I definitely appreciate your company and all the information that you got for us.
I enjoy it. It's something I've been running laps here in the off season. I've run a couple of server races. I ran one last night, but getting some advice on my steering wheel settings, and shoot, hopefully one of these weeks here I might race a little bit and then come up here and talk to you and then get back in the car. But right now I've got to get up to speed. Certain servers you go into, you're fast, and some you're not. So it just take a little bit of practice. You know, I'm really excited about tomorrow night's Southern National, got the Ray Cook Southern National Series super late models at VOLUSIA. Wednesday night we're doing the Schaefer Oil Ironman Series at Lima Land with some super late models. So I just these wheel modifieds are pretty cool, and Chris Tilley does a great job with the Ironman Series. So Jeremy's telling me how everybody likes running them, so we added them to the program, and it looks like they're going to pay off. We have a lot of good car count, a lot of people showing interest in it, so we'll keep running it.
Awesome, yeah. And you know, you was talking earlier about some people having to go home and come back next week. You know, 40 cars show up, only 20 make it. So, you know, 20 people have to go home. That's a lot of cars. So you really have to come in and perform well and be very fast as well. So, you know, these guys have teams and all that good stuff. They work on these setups together, and they share information just like you would in the summertime, man, at your local dirt track. What's up, Rebel Treble, man? Thanks for stopping by on the Twitch side, man. I heard Twitch was one of the best ways to watch, so I appreciate you for showing some support on Twitch. Also, yeah, go ahead.
They've already run. They've been on the track now for about 4 minutes, so we got about a minute to go for the guys that are watching. This is one of the fastest events. If you'll watch dirt track racing, you know, it only takes 1 hour and 10 minutes, and we'll put on a whole show for you. So we appreciate y'all watching, and you know, just go to Facebook, SRTV Network. He's got a lot of other races he does. If you like asphalt, he's got asphalt on there. He's got sprint cars, and of course we're doing open wheel modifieds and super late models, and even got a limited class out there that we run. So y'all check him out, and I appreciate everybody watching.
Absolutely, I appreciate all the support that we get, you know, and try to do the best job that we can. You know, the people watching are the most important. So, you know, if there's somebody you'd like to talk to, I usually say, hey, let us know who it is and what you want to ask them, and we'll try to get them on the radio. But it's a little hard on the dirt side because things go so fast. That's usually a lot more on asphalt on the NASCAR circuit. You know, they get cautions, and, you know, they got plenty of time to do an interview, in-car interview as well. But just like that, final practice is over. And it's time, so I hope you got your Oreos and your Big Red or whatever you like. That's what I like, but hope you got all your good stuff. I know I got my stuff here ready. Got me a cough drop in case I start yelling all loud. You know how I get, Kenny.
Yeah, but we got ourselves a 20 car field here, so it'll be exciting, guys, because they're going to end up catching up with some lap traffic, and they got to manage that lap traffic. The officials tell the guys that are being lapped to hold your line. It's up to the leader to get around him. So, you know what we've seen the last couple of weeks. You never know. It ain't over till it's over, so it's ought to be exciting.
Yeah, we got 20 cars on this 3/8 mile dirt track here at Lanier, but we're only going to have one winner tonight. 50 laps coming up of some hard racing, man. These guys put on a great show, so get ready as we go through your starting grid here tonight for our feature race, the 56 of Shad Prescott. He's going to be starting as your pole sitter. Trevor Fitz is going to be on his outside there in the 52. Kendall Tucker, last week's winner, the 00, starting inside second row. Alongside him, the 81 of Austin Simmelman. Third row's J.D. Brown on the inside in that 25 with Clay Devin, the 184, alongside him. Fourth row's Tyler Halliam in the 54. Alongside him's J. Darren Literal in the 68. Fifth row goes to Greg Thompson, the 313 machine, and Shane James in the number 3. Sixth row's the 59 of Jed Barton. Austin Carnley alongside him. Seventh row's Todd Hook in the 23 and Blake Brown in the 74. Eighth row's Bryson Daffrin and Michael Holder. Ninth row's Jesse Isidore and Charles Silvas. And in the last row, the 99 of Patrick Solari and Bailey Jones. As the green flag comes out, we are racing here. 50 laps coming at you. And last night, they did have no cautions at Knoxville Raceway as Keith Hackney brought home the win. Can Shad Prescott lead all the laps here tonight and bring home the win? Or can Kendall Tucker make it 2 in a row? Right now, Kendall Tucker, he is fighting with the 52 of Trevor Fitz as the caution flag's out for the first time here tonight on lap number 2. I'm not sure who that was. Maybe Shane James. Oh, no, not Shane. Hey, Steve Brady. Thanks, man. Hey, I'll try to bring it to you the best I can. Hang back and enjoy the show. Here, we're going to take a look, see if we can find out what happened to Shane James real quick on this instant replay.
Yeah, when these guys get back to racing again, of course their tires ain't even beginning to get hot. If you go click on a couple of guys, let's give the viewers some inside view. Gotta make it excited.
Oh no, Shane James. Little contact between him and Austin Carnley. That puts Shane James in the fence. That's going to put him a couple laps down. The good thing about it is if the caution comes out again, he will get a waiver round for being 1 lap down or 2. I'm sure he'll go more than 1 lap down here. We're under caution for the first time tonight here at Lanier Speedway. Shad Prescott, he managed to hold on to that lead as he is still sitting on the pole. Kendall Tucker, he moved up from 3rd to 2nd, starting outside this time on that first row. The pace car, pace truck, he's off the track in the 56, puts the pedal to the metal. Kendall Tucker times it perfect along with the 52 of Trevor Fitz and the 81 of Austin Simmelman as they come off of turn number 2. They're side by side, 3 or 4 rows deep there. All of them looking to take that first spot away from Shad Prescott. Shad slides up the track just a little bit. Trevor Fitz gets a good bite down on the bottom. Not enough to take the lead as Kendall Tucker drives it hard in that 00. And off of turn number 4, he is side by side with Trevor Fitz for that number 2 spot. And right behind them is the 81 of Austin Simmelman and the 25 of J.D. Brown. They are 2 wide, 2 rows deep there. Right behind them is Tyler Halliam in the 54. He's just waiting on an opportunity to strike as J.D. Brown goes side by side through the corner. These guys, they are not making it easy for each other as the 56 is loving these guys fighting each other in his mirror as he leads 1 more lap. Trevor Fitz makes his way around Kendall Tucker. He takes that number 2 spot. After a hard-fought battle, he's going to leave it up to J.D. Brown and Kendall Tucker, but the 81 of Austin Simmelman trying to stick his nose in there. He wants a piece of that. That's for the number 3 spot there. They are almost 3 wide off of 2. They slide through 3 and 4. The 56 of Shad Prescott looking to lead 1 more lap. Trevor Fitz in 2nd. J.D. Brown still fighting with Kendall Tucker. Kendall Little trouble there. He hangs on to it, no caution so far, but Kendall Tucker will drop back to 9th there as JD Litteroy and Jed Barton, Greg Thompson, Austin Simmelman, and Tyler Hallam, they're going to get around him there. Top 3 starting to check out. Shad Prescott, Trevor Fitz, and J.D. Brown. They've opened up a gap there over Austin Simmelman, Tyler Hallam, and J.D. Litteroy. The 54 moving on the inside of Austin. Simmelman running down on the bottom along with the 54 of Tyler Hallam. Here comes the 68, J.D. Litteroy. He runs around the high side there. A lot of more momentum up on the high side, Kenny.
Yeah, there is. As these guys' tires get hot, they got to rely on it. It almost makes me think the group should be high in 1 and 2 and low in 3 and 4, but nobody's tried it yet. They're all just trying to run the middle to the high, so we'll see what happens. We only got 18 laps in, so we'll see.
Oh, a little bit of contact there. The 59 of Jed Barton. Jed hangs on to it there. Jed running in 6th right now. On his outside there, the 54 of Hallam, along with the 68 of J.D. Litteroy. J. Darren Litteroy. I kind of said J.D. because it's a little easier. So I hope I'm not, I hope you're not too mad at me there, J. Darren. Last week's winner, Kendall Tucker, after that little bobble and he finally regrouped, he's in 9th. And we got a big gap between 9th and 10th. Patrick Solari, he's the leader of this second group here between him and Austin Carnley, along with the 23 of Todd Hook. As Todd Hook and, oh, big wreck. Austin Carnley involved, the 56 involved as well. Let's go back and see what happened. Austin Carnley and Patrick Solari. Solari hits the inside wall. It pushes him up the track, and he makes contact with Austin Carnley. That's not what caused it. Let's take one more look. Austin coming across the front stretch. The 34 there. The 34 takes a hard hit. The 28 of Charles Silvis gets wrapped up in that as well. And while we're under caution, we'll take one more look. From the 34 of Jesse Isidore. It's right along. Oh, it looked like Jesse Isidore, he got caught up in there from behind there. As we go back green, the 52 of Trevor Fitz sends them down into turn number 1. J.D. Brown, he's up to 2nd in that 25 machine. The 81 of Austin Simmelman, Tyler Hallam, and Jed Barton round out the top 5. We got a lot of guys here racing. The 99 of Patrick Solari, the 18 of Bryson Daffrin, Michael Holder, Kendall Tucker. Let's jump on board with Michael Holder. Three wide off of turn 4, Michael Holder, Kendall Tucker. little bit of contact there kind of helped Kendall get into the corner. Might not have went in the way he wanted to, but he figured out how to make it work there. Michael Holder in the middle. Shad Prescott, he is on the bottom. And Shad's going to take over that spot there from Michael Holder. And we go back up front here because Trevor Fitz, right now, he's still out front by 0.8, almost a second over J.D. Brown. Austin Sibbleman in third. Top three kind of checked out from the other guys here. As we take a look a little bit further back here, the 59 of Jed Barton. He's running fifth right now. And we had a battle brewing between the 81 and the 25 here, so we'll keep an eye on these guys. Kind of spread out right now, Kenny, as we're 36, coming to 37 of 50.
Yeah, I've noticed our leader, the 52 car, he went from running the middle to the top to this last restart. He just went to the bottom. So he's just trying to keep her straight and try not to abuse his tires and make it to the end. He still have about 10 or 12 more laps to go. He could be right.
Yeah, no pressure right now for Trevor Fitz. He's out by 1.2 seconds over second place J.D. Brown. J.D. been having some great runs over here at IDA, and right now tonight he's having a great run again here in second spot. Actually, he just, hold on now. I apologize. Yeah, he kind of lost connection there for a second. I thought something happened to him, but he is just fine, still running in second. Right now, our closest battle on the track would be the number 6 of, or the number 313, Greg Thompson. Kendall Tucker having a little bit of trouble tonight here in race number 2, coming into the night as the points leader. He made his way into the show. He drops back to 9th. Right now, he's up to 7th. Todd Hook and the 56 of Shad Prescott, they get hooked together right there. Patrick Solari gets caught up in it, as well as Michael Holder, and the caution is out. And you see what that was they knocked the rear end off of that car. And we're under caution with 7 laps to go. We'll take a look on the replay one more time. So we're gonna ride along with him. Oh, they get hooked together in 3. Oh. And then you hear the rear end just come out of it. And he has no control, as he is parked on the front stretch. He gets clear pretty quick, as some cars were coming back by, so he got it off the track there pretty quick. The 52 of Trevor Fitz, I know he didn't want to see that caution, but hey, it is what it is. So he's gonna have to get a good restart here. It's gonna be about 5 laps to go when they go back green. And this caution will be a single file restart, Kenny.
Yeah, I'd say the 52 is going to hug the bottom, and look like he's trying to, well, single file, that's good. He'll stay on the bottom. He should be able to defend it from the 25 car, but you know, like we saw last couple of weeks, it's not over until it's over.
Green flag's out, 4 laps to go. Trevor Fitz off into turn number 1. J.D. Brown there in second. Third is Tyler Hallam and Jed Barton 4th. And Darren Literal there in 5th. A 4-lap shootout on a 50-lap race. You're gonna have to lay it all on the line here. And Trevor Fitz He has got a fast car here. He has opened up another lead, 7/10 of a second over JD Brown, and it looks like he's going to be able to walk away with the win. This time by, the white flag is going to come out for the 52. Down into 3 for the last time off of turn 4 with the pedal to the metal across that start-finish line to bring home the win, the 52. Your race winner here tonight, followed by JD Brown in second, Tyler Hallam in third, Jed Barton, Greg Thompson rounds out the top 5, and we'll go through your race results here in just a second. These guys parking on the front stretch for us there. Get a good shot at that car. Race results and driver interviews coming right up, so don't go nowhere. All right, let's see if we can find our third place finisher here tonight, Tyler Hallam. See if we can get him on the radio. Tyler Hallam, it's Jay Weezy. You got a copy? Tyler, you got a copy? It's Jay Weezy.
You got me now?
10-4, Tyler. Hey, man, what a race tonight. Started 7th, finished 3rd on the podium in the 54 car, man. Kept it pretty clean out there. You had a fast one. How'd you do it?
Man, it's just trying to keep our heads together, figuring out what we was going to do. I've never really ran that line that much, but it seemed to work. I should have ran it longer. I tried to go to the bottom. There was nothing there. But, yeah, all in all, I'm proud of what.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, too. You know, Lanier, not the easiest place to get around, not the hardest place to get around, but you figured out how to get around it, you know, and starting, you know, 4th row inside, You dodged a couple bullets there, and you worked your way up to 3rd, and you're going to bring it home tonight. Good run out there at Lanier.
Thank you.
Anybody you want to thank?
First of all, I got to thank my whole team, D1RT, Trevor Fitz, Shad Prescott, Clay Debin, Jim Emery, Dylan Wilson, and the man who puts it all together for us, Eddie Livingston. Couldn't do it without.
Hey, that's awesome, man, and great job on the track. Congratulations on your finish.
Thank you.
All right, that was Tyler Hallam. He started 7th and finished 3rd. Great run by him. Let's move on to JD Brown, and we've talked to this guy before tonight. He started in 5th and finishes in 2nd. JD Brown, it's Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
What's up? It's fun being back here again.
Absolutely. Hey, you know, and I said it last night and I'll say it again. It's becoming a norm to talk to you, and I kind of like it. You know, it's fun watching you out there on the track. And like I said, you started 5th, finished 2nd. Man, how'd you do it?
I thought I was a little bit better than most of the guys on the bottom because most guys are sliding up, and I wasn't too bad when my car started to go away at the end and lost track of Trevor. Just took off from me.
So is there any secrets you want to give away here?
Just throttle control, a lot of throttle control. Like I was not going full throttle on the straights.
Okay, we'll go with that. I'm gonna put that. Let me write that down. No, I know what you're saying, man. Yeah, you had a great run out there as always, and I said it earlier in the broadcast to watch out for the 25 because he's definitely good, especially on these longer races here, the 50-lap races. You really find out, you really know how to get up through the field there, man, and finish up front, man. So good job out there tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
See you guys for broadcasting it and IDA for putting this on. More and more guys have been joining and more competition. That's a lot harder.
Hey, man, good talking to you again.
Thank you.
JD Brown, he finishes second tonight after starting fifth. So we're going to move on to our race winner tonight. Started second, and he finished first, and he led 27 laps here to bring home the win for race number 2, the International Dirt Association, presented by Online Dirt Connection, Brucebilt IronMan Monday Modified Series at Lanier. Trevor Fitz, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
You look good out there, and you led 27 laps here at Lanier. What was going through your mind, man, coming off turn 4 there?
Felt pretty good. Just it sucks for my teammate Shad to get taken out by that lap car. He had a fast one. It was going to be a good race to the end. We were probably going to start throwing sliders there pretty soon.
Absolutely. The 52 and the 56 was definitely really fast cars out there tonight, and unfortunately things happen, and I hate to see it for your teammate, man, but you was able to capitalize tonight and lead 27 laps to bring home the win here for race number 2, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, the track was a blast. It's fun not just be wide open around a place. You had to kind of drive it straight through the slick up to the grip and kind of power off without spinning the wheels too much.
Hey, absolutely, man. How'd you do it, man? You want to give any secrets away?
If you're wide open, you're going to be going backwards. I'll tell you that right now. It's a lot of brake and throttle control.
Absolutely, man. And, you know, I asked JD Brown the same thing, and he answered the same way, man. You know, I'm just messing with you guys, man. Phenomenal performance tonight for the 52. Congratulations on the win, man. It was awesome to watch you, and it was fun talking to you, man. I believe it's the first time I get to talk to Trevor.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back up here more.
Hey, well, we're going to mark you down tonight as the winner for race number 2 at Lanier for the International Dirt Association, presented by Online Dirt Connection, man. Congratulations on your win tonight. Anybody want to thank?
Just everyone over at D1RT, Rocket, Eddie Livingston, the guy that puts it all together for us, Shad, Tyler, Jed, Bailey, just Dylan, everyone that turns laps with us, and we'll go out and basically do slide jobs every lap on each other and wreck each other and just find out when it's too much. That's the main thing. Have fun.
Hey, man, yeah, that's a good way to find out, man. Well, good job tonight, man, and good luck moving forward through the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, that was Trevor Fitz, man. The race winner here tonight as we pull up your unofficial results. And I say unofficial, Kenny, because everything I say is unofficial. I'm not the admin over here. Trevor Fitz with the win. JD Brown in second. Tyler Hallam in third. Jed Barton, Greg Thompson, Patrick Solari, and Kendall Tucker, along with Todd Hook, Bryson Daffrin, and Charles Silvas to round out the top 10. As we look a little further back there, Jesse Isidore, the number 34 from Narwhal Bloodbath, there finishes in 11th. Michael Holder, the number 16, he's going to finish 12th. Darren Literal, the number 68, goes 13th. Bailey Jones, Shad Prescott, Austin Simmelman, Blake Brown, Austin Carnley, Shane James, and Clay Devin. It's going to round out the field here tonight for a great race at Lanier for race number 2. Presented by Online Dirt Connection, the Brucebilt IronMan Monday Modified Series, man. Another great race, Kenny. I loved it.
Yeah, it was a blast. You know, hats off to the top 20 that made the show. And, you know, I'd like to thank all the drivers. You had 40-something drivers show up. You know, they all tried to make it. And, again, we can only take the top 20. But, you know, tomorrow night, we got the Southern National Series. We got the super late models at VOLUSIA. So it's going to go It goes down at 9 o'clock Eastern, and we'll speed it up a little bit. We'll run about 140 down the straightaways and get some super late models in action tomorrow night. And again, you did a great job, and I appreciate you having me in the booth, and appreciate everything you're doing, and look forward to tomorrow night.
Hey, thanks, man. I enjoy your company, and we'll have to stay tuned for that next race. The super late models are a lot of fun to watch, but for tonight, that's going to do it here for Sim Race TV. I had a great time up here. Hopefully everybody out there enjoyed it, and thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us to watch this race here, the race number 2 for the Brucebilt IronMan Monday Modified Series. Sim Race TV and Kenny Slayton. I'm Jay Weezy. Everybody have a great night and keep getting dirty.